I'm Amy, this is Living in Chrysalis, and let's do a get ready with me with a full face of Wet n Wild makeup. Different colors than the last time around, so I've got a couple things I want to try out. Let's get to it. All right, first and foremost, of course, is my Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation. I've heard so many things about their regular foundation essentially smelling like paint thinner that I'm just not going to buy it. Now this has gotten, I would say, probably about a good solid week's worth of use. And the last time I used it, it started applying a little unevenly to the sponge. So I am taking a clean little kind of home dental tool, pulling out the little sponge. There's the product. Flip over, and I am definitely looking forward to in the future using this as a refillable compact. I mean, it's kind of cute, and if I decide I don't like the cover, I can always do something to it. All right, why waste product? I'll just wash this anyway, but yes, I am this petty. I am this petty. If you ever start to wonder how cheap and petty I am, there you go. I'm scraping tiny bits of cushion foundation off a tool. Okay, let's see here. Dab, 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 dab. One of the products that I'm really excited to try today is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Shade Shifting Blush in Zombie Blush. Kind of hate the container. It's so fat. It takes up so much space in my storage. But it was $4.19 and I'm intrigued. When you look at it here, it looks like one of those gorgeous duochrome eyeshadows that are everywhere, that everybody and their sister has. So let me swatch it just for giggles. So I put on my finger, still kind of looks like it. But then as I swatch it, see what's happening there? That's with my finger. It looks a little odd. So I'm going to go ahead and see what it does with the brush. Yes, I know it's a novelty item, but what it comes down to is, do I like the color that it becomes on me? Interesting. I'll have to make sure to get an outdoor shot. Let's see how I feel about this. But it's definitely turning out a little warmer than I expected. Now the eyeshadow palette I've really been wanting to pull out on this channel is the Wet n Wild Petalette. It's the purple one. It has several different shades. This one's more of a plum. This one's kind of more of a taupe, but definitely on the purple side. This is kind of a pinky purple. The brown bone is just a brown bone shade. That's nothing terribly interesting. So I think this is going to be fun. I really want to see what all these do together. So I'm going to do something really crazy and use the transition shade as an actual transition shade. Let's see how it goes here. Interesting. And of course it is a little powdery, but at $3 I really don't give a crap. That'll be fine, I'm sure. And transition shades have just never really been, I'm going to use it more as a base shade, I should say. Transition isn't really part of my eyeshadow routine because I don't have much space to transition from. That's why my eyeshadow looks tend to look less blended than many other people's. It's not an accident. It's not that I can't blend. It's that there's no point because I don't have the real estate. I suppose I always wind up saying these things because even my get ready with me, I want to be at least sort of a mini tutorial, if not a full proper one. Back to business. Okay. So now I'm going to go into the crease shade with that darker purple I'm actually really excited about. So it appears that my lighting looks a little bit better when I film during daylight, so there's something behind, some light coming in behind me. I've seen something about that as I've been poking around YouTube, so I'm gonna have to play with that some. Although by the time this video goes up, maybe I will have, and my lighting will just be awesome. We'll see. I'm not gonna hold my breath. Because this video doesn't, at this point, is not going to be scheduled for release. This is pre-filming / what I call a backup video. For instance, if it's late at night, I'm editing and my file takes a crap and I don't have time to get everything up before I want my next video up, I can throw one of these up. If I get the plague, which is entirely likely because I'm around people, although my husband doesn't go around people much and he always gets it, but I'm suspecting with him maybe a weakened immune system because he stays home too much. All right, so you see what I mean about a more defined transition. Now I can blend, now I'll blend this out a little bit, but if I blend too much, it'll just kind of go away and not give the effect I want. I've over the course of my adult life, I've always done something fairly similar, but Wayne Goss kind of helped me refine the technique as far as what to do. He calls it I believe a straight line, where for a hooded eye, to do your crease color, of course, you run it up some, but then you kind of bring a line more or less straight across. It's a refinement of something I'd already been doing, but I love me some Wayne. I do. He's so adorable. I wish he were my friend. And play with the lighting a little more, see if we can get the color show. Yeah, so that's where I am so far. Okay. The eyelid, I'm going to try a brush. I'm applying shadows with my finger is not my favorite thing to do. Sometimes I feel like a brush can kind of lay it down in a way that a finger can't as far as precision goes. Oh, this is a very pretty color. Ooh, this is light. I like it though. Look, I almost have an eyelid. Ah! Well, let's see what it does to the one that's more hooded. I think that's probably the more annoying part. Not so much that my eyes are hooded, but that they're unevenly so. So if a photo's caught of me at the wrong moment or the wrong angle, I look a little cockeyed. I get a serious case of a wonky eye. All right, there we go. Interesting. Oh, I forgot primer again. Oh well. Sooner or later, I'm gonna finish up that little primer. I just keep forgetting it. But it's all right. Nothing major today. I'm just gonna go hang out with a friend for a while. And now I'm gonna go into the brow bone shade. This is actually a smudging brush, but I like to use it to really lay down brow bone shade, to really just get it in there. Again, I don't have much space, so I appreciate the thin surface area there. And I appreciate the densely packed brushes because it really will help me kind of take on and lay down the product. Lay this back down. All right. That's why I'm so far. With a nice wing. Okay, so I've got one nice wing and one not so much. Okay. All right, let's work on that a bit, shall we? Suppose I'm the bird equivalent of hopping around the parking lot. You take these broken wings and learn to fly again. I show how old I am. It's kind of crazy for me because I've started thinking things like, wow, they're playing really great music in this grocery store. And listening to the radio, I'm jamming out, I'm having a good time. Classic hits. Oh God. I'm the classic hits audience now. Yep. Well, I suppose it's better than the alternative. You know, being old is better than the alternative. But yeah, okay, again, while my broken wing hasn't necessarily learned to fly, my thoughts have. Okay, so should I just make sure to do the rest of the video and the rest of my day like this? Look how awesome my wing looks. Not so much. But I give up. I need to leave the house. I need to go do things. So I'm going to use this this Maybelline Eye Studio gel eyeliner that I hate so much, but I really want to use it up. And I'm going to use it as a brow pomade. Now, I don't normally, well, actually, this is the first time I've tried to use anything as a brown pomade. Using this product, I mean, not the first time today. And it has thoroughly convinced me that I do not enjoy a brow pomade. So, while I certainly understand the draw, am I turning into my father? Am I just going to become this complete pun monster and this is just my life now? Ugh, apparently. All right. Maybe I should change my name from Amy to Teddy. Yes, my dad's name is Ted. Okay, so yeah. And maybe an actual brow pomade is nicer, but just the whole fiddling, fitzy, I know it's probably more economical to use a pomade than a pencil, but I'll make the sacrifice, really. Okay, so I've got this little guy. The Mary Kay one I had, my nicer one, I actually find the brow brush a bit long. I really like this one. This is from an Ellen Tracy little travel brush kit. But I like the width of it better. You see how it fits just right there. Right there. So about where I want my brow the fattest is where the brush length is. And then I can kind of drag from there. So I do enjoy that. However, I won't mind setting this aside when I'm finally out of this product. I have noticed that with the cushion foundation and the stick concealer that they do a lot better if you do set them with powder. Now, as I've said, my definition of full face is a little looser than some people's, just because I'm not going to buy a bunch of unnecessary, yeah, like any of it is necessary. But I'm not going to buy a bunch of extra things boring things like mascara and eyeliner, powder, that sort of thing, just to do a full face of this, that, or the other. That just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm using my powder from my panning project. So the mascara has obviously not just magically appeared from when I pulled the wand out. It's that my husband walked out of the bedroom and let out this giant belch and asked me to edit it out. So, all right, I'll be nice this time. Okay, and for the final touch, I've got a Wet n Wild lipstick. Wet n Wild lipstick. This is in the color Breeze. Yeah, I'm getting old. I have to like pull back and do things to read. That's kind of sad. All right. So, yeah, it's just kind of a nothing. Normally I'd use it more as a topper, especially if something's really quite bright, but that's not the case at the moment. Here's the look in the sun. Like I said, I really prefer the lipstick as topper, and the blush is not only not a special color, but when you touch it, it has kind of the tacky tone, like a Morphe shimmer eyeshadow. So it doesn't distribute very well with a blush brush. So even though it was $4.19, I think I'm gonna take this back and apply that money to something else. So thank you so much for sticking with me during my second full face of Wet n Wild. I've learned a lot from the trial and error of the first one, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much. And don't forget to, oh, come on, you know what I'm going to say. Subscribe.